Experimentation and observation, that's all a true scientist cares about. And I am a scientist. Everything in the world is an experimental test subject. Of course, that includes myself as well. Now that I've collected the necessary initial data from all of you, I think we're ready to begin the experiment.
Hello everyone, this is the Professor. Today's video is going to make one thing perfectly clear. I don't give a crap if you're a fan, a subscriber, or pretty much anyone. If I think you screw up, then I will call you out on it. I'm going to commentate on one of my subscribers today. I pause there to let each of you wonder if I'm going to be commentating on you or not. Well, who I am going to be commentating on is Paul K. Dragon Master 2. Let's begin.
G'day mates, Poké Dragon Master here.
And here he decides to take 1 minute to explain that the BBC lost his channel after making the Sonic Brain Fart series and how the guy he is commentating on is declaring war on the BBC. So there. Skip it!
Anywho, we're going to be looking at one of the videos, which is I Declare War BBC.
You ever thought of redoing that line and editing out your mistake? I wouldn't point this out normally, but you will see why I am not too long from now.
Anywho, let's dive in, shall we?
Hello? This is...
Wow, not even a minute in, I already noticed 3 problems. Either 1, you really suck at your English, because by the sounds of it, you can't talk right. 2, you're pretty much scared as hell by the sounds of it, because even if you talk to Blockbuster Critic face to face, I bet you'll be so scared you'll be pissing your pants because it really sounds like it. Or 3, if you're trying to troll, yet you fail at it so much.
So, you think he is trolling, which is quite possible, yet you give him all this attention and you say he can't use proper English even though you couldn't pronounce the word 3 correctly. I never knew that free was a number.
This is Omegasis the Hedgehog.
Now wait a minute. That sounds awfully similar to someone else. Let me think. Someone makes a crappy Sonic recolor and names it after a Mega Man character. Who would that be? Oh, you have got to be fucking kidding me!
Care to fill the rest of us in on what the punchline was? You know, let us know who this random recolor is so the people who don't waste their time keeping up with the recolor community can get the joke as well. It wouldn't hurt.
And I made a new video! Yay! This is my new video.
And yay for me, cause I'm going to commentate and kick the living fucking shit out of it!
I is a internet tough guy. Am I cool now, guys? I said I will kick shit out of videos onto internets.
The evil Blockbuster Critic and his
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
his minions.
You have got to stop stuttering. And here's some advice. Scripting and editing. You script out your lines, that way you won't stutter like you're doing, or at least edit the video and edit them out. And plus, Blockbuster Critic and his minions? When did the Blockbuster Critic have an army? Last time I checked, he's pretty much just telling people off of how idiotic the fan base is. And he's talking about the idiotic part of the Sonic fan base, mind you.
If you talk to most of the BBC's fans, they do usually consider themselves to be an army. Though, to respond to a point you made about scripting and stuttering, I actually have suffered with the stutter my entire life and had to go through speech therapy and training to get past it. Though if I do get too excited, pissed, or stressed, it comes back with a vengeance. There are those out there who have not done this though, and might not be able to, and for these people, the stutter is part of their normal speech pattern, and no amount of scripting will get them past it. Though I will say one thing, he seems to be overplaying the stutter as it is.
Who are being mean to Sonic fans.
Now here's something you don't quite understand, kid. He's not being mean to the entire Sonic fan base. He's being mean to the idiots of the Sonic fan base. He's talking about Chris Chan, Guptil89, Michael Dragon 800, Alex Henriel. Hell, the list goes on. He's talking about the idiots of the fan base. Fan bases that are stupid, sick in the stomach. Those kinds of fan base, not everyone.
Though the BBC does consider the entire fan base to be like this. If you watch any of his videos, he is arrogant enough to call the entirety of the fan base out in any one of them. I must also point out that in your previous statement, you said he calls out specific people, then you said he talks about the fan base as a whole.
The idiots of the fan base. Fan bases that are stupid, sick in the stomach. Those kinds of fan base, not everyone.
Way to double check what you're saying before you say it, my man.
I am a proud
Motherfucker, do you speak it?
a proud Sonic fan who, and I swear my character may get in a game someday if I ask Sega and Sonic Team enough. They probably won't do it, but
I don't think Sonic Team will even give two flying fucks about your character, kid. Because, one, you took a Sonic sprite from a game and just colored all over it, infringing copyright infringement.
How the hell do you infringe upon copyright infringement? You can't infringe on an infringement. Don't you realize this? That kind of a statement is somewhat of a double negative, which would mean that you're saying his recolor is not copyright infringement. You say this guy can't use proper English, and yet you make double statements like this.
Because the sprite doesn't belong, because you took a sprite that's not yours and just colored all over it. And second of all, the name of your character, Omegasys, is the same character in a Mega Man game. And guess what? I'm using him as my avatar right now. His name, the avatar that I'm using, is Omegasys, and he belongs in Mega Man Star Force. So yeah, you pretty much stole a name from a Mega Man game.
Question. Why did you wait to mention this now? Why did you not cover this when he said the name of his recolor at the beginning of the video? Putting this information here makes it extremely unnecessary, if nothing else. Though the way you put that makes it seem like you're a little pissed that he used your avatar's name for his recolor. Please tell me that this is not the reason you're making this commentary, because that would just be sad.
because my character's very good. Anyway, BBC, I'm gonna get everybody that you ever made fun of, and I'm gonna have them destroy you with me being the leader.
And let me guess of what your army's gonna be. Let me guess. A 30-year-old man-child who made 5 pictures of him having sex with a woman and a raging virgin at the exact same time, pretty much shits his pants. A woman who thinks she's married to Sonic that wants to eat his own barf. A man who thinks young Sonic characters are hot and sexy. And a man who likes tap dancing so much he wants to see nothing more than short skirts and high heels. Yeah! Good luck with that!
What, you're not going to mention a Knothole resident or a Jaro Hedgie? You know, other people that BBC made fun of? Good guesses, though. I'm surprised that you were able to come to the conclusion you did. It must have taken an immense amount of brain power to put that overly long statement together. Never mind that the tone of your voice made the whole joke really boring.
So go ahead, BBC. Do one of your little Sonic brain fart videos on me. Do it, because I don't care. I'm just gonna call the internet police on you soon if you do that.
Again, like I stated before, he is not talking about every Sonic band. He's talking about the idiots of the Sonic fanbase. Oh, and by the way, kid.
English, motherfucker, do you speak?
What, you aren't even going to mention that the cyber police is a fictional entity and trying to contact them would be pointless? I must also question why you brought up that the BBC is not talking about the entire fanbase again for the upteen-thousandth time, when his previous statement did not mention the fanbase or who BBC is making fun of. All he did was dare the BBC to make a brain fart on him and threaten to call the cyber police, which makes the statement that you made entirely pointless. Well done, good sir. Well done.
But I'm gonna add all of my fellow Sonic fans, and we're gonna destroy you and your evil minions. I promise you this, BBC. This is Omegasith signing out. You're done for, BBC.
And that's the end of the video. Okay, my final thoughts on him. Kid, you stutter a lot, which is why I made fun of you not once, but twice. And I have to pull the English motherfucker, can you speak a clip, I think 3 times.
I will end this here by giving my final thoughts. 1. The use of Pulp Fiction 3 times was just ignorant, pointless, and downright irritating. 2. How does stuttering equate to not using proper English? The thing is, he pronounced words correctly, even though his speech impediment apparently got in the way on occasion. Number 3. You called him out for not using proper English, and called out his stutter when you yourself mispronounced words and stuttered at least 9 times. Now last but not least, let us look at the person you commentated on. He stuttered constantly to a point where it seemed that he was overplaying it. He talked about getting his recolor into a Sonic game, called the BBC out, and dared him to do a video on him, and lastly, threatened to call the internet police. Paul, I have a good feeling that you just got royally trolled, good sir. These Call to War videos have been troll tactics for quite a while, and for some reason they always work on idiots. Just look how many times the Justin Bieber War videos have been commentated on. Paul, this commentary was definitely flawed from the beginning to the very end. You made yourself into a giant freaking hypocrite by the number of times that you screwed up your own use of English and yet constantly called him out on not being able to speak proper English. Can you at least next time look for something better than English motherfucker, do you speak it? How about you just try to find something different next time instead of using that overused media clip again and again and again and again in a commentary? I am sorely disappointed in you. I really am. Once again, everyone, this is the Professor, and I bid you all a very fine adieu.
Okay, class is dismissed. Ugh.